The Ramblers forward lines. Taken well there, but Daniel Lockwood tackled hard. Kicked out by Sid Laurie, picked up by Ramblers. Bunga Fitzgerald kicks in forward. Bit of a scramble there from both teams. Umpire's letting it go, but he's going to bounce it. In the Ramblers forward lines, Tumby were looking to get it out fairly quickly. Josh Cave picks it up, gets it out, tapped on by Daniel Lockwood. Josh Cave gets it out of the Ramblers forward lines with a good kick to his Uncle David. This is on Ricky Clark, picks it up, has a bit of a tumble. Ramblers blokes are right on him at the far side of the oval. Spider Minard gets the kick out, gets it to Bunga Fitzgerald in the middle there. Corey Fitz can't quite pick it up, but he's got a bit of time. Picks up, looks at getting into the forward line. Daniel Lockwood's back there, same with Sid Laurie. Bit of a fight to get it to the line, but it goes across.
Yeah, in the forward pocket for Ramblers. Throw in over the back. Jim Holman gets the tap down. Bunga Fitz, quick and elusive. Can't get the ball free. Is that James Cuddy? Picked up in the back lines by Tumby. Kick away. Here's James Spider Minard going for it. Oh, big leap. Pull to the ground. That's Nigel James on the ground. Taken away there by Corey Fitz. Kick into the forward line. A good mark in the back line by Sid Laurie. Clearing kick to the outer side. Pretty strong wind gusting up here. Infringement. Free kick goes to Shannon Minard for Ramblers. Centres the play. And well done, Brian Code takes the relieving mark for Tumby Bay. Favours the outer side again, but it's not that good a kick, out of bounds. Another throw in. Fairly blustery conditions here today at Tumby Bay. Code and Minard go at it again. Corey Fitz again with a kick for Ramblers. Ball going over the head of young Daniel Lockwood and out of bounds. Right forward, left forward pocket for Ramblers. Throw it again, Cody. Jim Holman gets the tap. Okay. Smothered again. Craig Curtis gets tackled. Cavey again with the ball. Out to Jefferson. Didn't see who that was. Here's James Spider Minard again for Ramblers. Tumble punt through. Cody can't trap the ball. Ramblers, Tumby clear it again. Jefferson in the middle is all on his own. Craig Curtis going past. Poor kick, Brad Clawton. Good mark for Ramblers. On to Roo Micken. Once again, Cody relieves for Tumby Bay in the left back flank. Paul Jefferson again in the middle. Great ball winner for Tumby. Thumbles with a bounce. Up to Kempy. And Kempy front position. Good mark. Opposed to Brad Clawton. Off to Sammy Reid. Tries to dodge. Gets past Hammer Quigley. Long kick. And it comes back beautifully with a win. First goal for Tumby Bay in the 2008 Grand Final. They lead by 6 points.
Yeah, it took a little bit for Tumby to get on the board there. Ramblers did well in their forward lines to keep it down there. But Tumby Bay able to bring it down and score from Sammy Reid, the elusive left footer. The ruck contest between Minard and Code is always a good one. They're going to go up for it again. Minard wins the tap, gets it to Josh Cave, can't quite get it. Ben Quigley's in there as well. Bit of a scramble there from both sides. Paul Jefferson's bottom of the pack there, and stolen by Scott Blacker, but umpire's going to take it. Both rucks go up again. Cody gets the tap onto Tyson Cross, but gives it straight to Minard for Ramblers. Jamie Clark fighting hard there. Gives it off to Fitzgerald, who gets a nice kick to AJ Crittenden.
Big game last week, AJ. Kicked 6 goals for Ramblers.
6 goals for AJ Crittenden. He's had a great year in front of goals. And if Tumby want to shut him down, will be the best bet. Looks good off the boot. And it's Ramblers got 6 on the board now as well. It's even, 6-all.
Yeah, conditions still pretty blustery here at Tumby Bay. Minard and Code again in the ruck. Minard tapped down to Scotty Blacker. Straight through the centre, almost a balk. Then he goes through. Sid Laurie in front position, and he's got the mark in front of AJ Crittenden. Transfer the play again to that outer side. Seems to be the favoured side this afternoon. Shannon Minard in the race for it. Nigel James taps it over the back. Ooh, it's out of play. Throwing again. Minard and James. James gets the ball down. Paul Jefferson kicks it off the ground. In front of David Butler's crapped the ball. Well, oh, he's just missed the handball to Jefferson. Back again to Cave. On to Jefferson. Trusty left foot into Prime. One-handed, can't quite bring it down. Wheels around Clawton. Gets over the back. And well, a good relieving mark to Matty Forster in the back line for Ramblers. And he's come over the mark, so it looks like we get a 50-metre penalty for Ramblers. Get him out of the defensive zone. Umpire Brett Howe making that decision. Forster again, drives it through in the centre of the ground. Ball off hands. Michael Curtis has got the ball, runs it in front of himself, picks it again. Well tackled by Ben Deslands. No, he's been pushed in the back, so free kick to Michael Curtis. Plays it out to this front side. Sammy Reed's got the ball, plays on, swings onto the left foot. And Primey's out on the lead, and he's got the mark. Plays on quickly, Chris Prime. David Butler's on his own. Can't quite take the grab. Pursued by Bunga Fitz. Tiger Cabot lays the tackle. Bunga Fitz in there again on Ricky Clark. The ball comes out the back. And he's a snapshot at goal. He's hit the post. Who was that? Might have been David Butler or might have been Josh Cave, I think. Anyway, another point for Tumby that takes him in the lead. 1-1 to Ramblers' 1 goal. Scott Micken kicks out straight to Spider Minard up the centre. Good mark. Straight through the centre again, looking for Jim Holman. Ben Deslands, good roving to Corey Fitz. Skivvy Pilgrim waits for the ball too long and well intercepted again by Daniel Lockwood. He's taking it on. Oh, it's a bit too slow. Cutterford gets him from behind. Well tackled. Oh, he's reversed the kick. James Cutterford. A little bit ill-disciplined there. Free kick going to Tumby on the outer side wing. Kicks into the centre looking for Jared Kemp, but over the back goes Brad Clawton to take the easy mark. James Minard gets a clearing kick away to Ben Quigley. Cut off by Brock Birkin. In comes James Holman away to Scotty Blackett. Free kick though to James Holman. Holman with a kick on the close side wing here. Fairly congested half-forward line for Ramblers. Brian Code sitting in the hole for Tumby. Shannon Minard's got his own on the outer side though. Quick kick on, looking for James Cutterford. Ball runs in front, Cutterford picks it up now, left foot kick. Inboard. Oh, nice pass too. Andrew Crittenden, about 25 out from goal. A little bit of an angle. Chance for his second goal. He's in good form too, AJ, after 6 goals last week.
Yeah, AJ Crittenden lining up for his second for today. Good kick in there from the Ramblers team, working hard against Tumby Bay. And it's his second for the day. Ramblers are in front now. Playing well, putting the pressure on Tumby. Tumby seem a little bit, I don't know if it's nerves or just starting off a little bit slower. Both rocks go up again. Good tap out by Minard onto Fitzgerald, wrapped up by Nigel James. Bit of a... Minard picks it up again, kicks it forward. Look for Ben Deslands, can't quite pick it up cleanly, but he gets it again. And it's a free kick to Ben Deslands, who plays on, kicks towards the Bruiser, takes the mark. Nice and close there to goals. Looks to play on. No, he's not, he's going to stop. Good mark there by Bruiser down in the square. Had 2 blokes on him. Kicks it to one of his teammates, and it's James Cutterford, who gave away the free kick before, but could make it up here by kicking this goal for his team. Straight out in front here, he shouldn't have too many problems. The wind shouldn't pick it up, and he another goal for the black and white. Good teamwork there by Ramblers, not trying to kick some silly goals from the side, looking for options and providing plenty, which Tumby don't seem to be doing at the moment. Minard and Code go up at it again. Minard wins the tap again onto Quigley. Gets it out but gives it straight to Cody. Picked up by Ferret. Passed on by Josh Cave to Paul Jefferson but can't quite pick it up. David Butler's there. Can't quite get it cleanly. He's tackled well. But free kick there. Doesn't seem to have it. Perhaps was the call. Butler looks to get it to Jefferson again, but it's not the best of kicks. Jefferson works well with it. Has a snap at goal, but out in the full by the looks of it. So Ramblers again, Brad Clawton looks to be kicking it in. Big crowd here at Tumby Bay today. Pity about the weather with a bit of wind, but it's been a not too bad day. Brad Clawton kicks it in, looks for options. Ferret goes up, knocks it away. Bit of a scramble over the line there from both sides. Umpire throws it in, Minard and Code still there, working well. Yabby goes up again. And there's another free kick here to Ramblers. Scott Blacker has got the ball. Ramblers best and fairest this year, I believe. Looking to pass it on. Gives it to Micken. Tyson Micken takes the mark down there. Moves it on quickly, doesn't really pass to anyone, but Jim Holman's there. There's a race on between him and Isaac LeBrun, but picked up by Michael Curtis. Passes on to Nigel James. He gets it in quickly, looking for Prime down in the pocket there, but can't quite get him. Picked up David Butler onto Kemp. And Ramblers get it out again. Good D by Ramblers onto Corey Fitzgerald. He's got plenty of space to go for a bit of a run. Kicks it forward. Looks for Cutterford out there, but he can't quite get to it.
we've got to throw in again on the left half-forward flank for Ramblers. Again, Cody, this time Jimmy Holman in ruck against him. Ball's over the back. Crossy can't get it. Through comes Josh Cave's got the ball now for Tumby off to Jefferson. Being held up on the wing there. Looking for Tumby blokes to make an option for him. He goes towards Jared Kemp. Plug in the hole is Corey Fitz. It's been in everything so far, Corey Fitz. Very damaging player for Ramblers with that left leg. Into the centre, and Nigel James taking the mark for Tumby Bay. Big kick into the centre line, looking for Kemp again, in front of Clawton. Ball comes down, and they've paid the man in front, I think. So Yabby's got the ball for Tumby, about 52 metres out. Tumby kicks this. Oh no, they haven't paid it. They pay the ball up. Ball gets tapped down to Scotty Blacker again. Out it comes to Forster. Swings around on the right foot. Can't quite get it away cleanly. In comes Ferret. And a push in the back. Ball played on. No, they have to take it back to Craig Curtis. Take the free kick. Half forward line for Tumby. So the Tumby Bay veteran about to punt the ball into the Tumby forward line again, looking for Prime. At Scotty Blacker's intercepted well. Read the play very well there, Scott Blacker. Filling the hole in front of Chris Prime. Very dangerous player, Prime. Ramblers know that. Ball goes over the back again. Marked by Damien Clark. Played on. Comes through the middle again. Tumby drive it forward. Blacker again in the road. Can't quite trap it this time. Forster goes in hard. As it does Scott Micken. Ball comes out to Ricky Clark. Can he trap it before the line? Yes, he can. Dribbles it forward. Forster in the road. Butler gets into his back. And they're going to throw it in right forward pocket for Tumby. Ramblers leading 3 straight goals, 18. Tumby 1-1-7. Bit over halfway through the first quarter. Over the back. He's got the free kick here. Bunga Fitz again playing in front. He's a small man, but he gets plenty of the footy. Use it well again. Looks for Corey Fitz again. He's in everything so far for Ramblers. Ramblers playing the conditions pretty well at this stage. Cutterford again, the option. Put punched away by Clark. Now Fitz comes in. Oh, he's flung to the ground. Holding the ball. Well tackled by Jefferson. Been a great player for Tumby all year. So far been their best ball winner so far in this first quarter. Kicks again, looking for Prime. Forrest Micken with him, but Prime's got the ball off hands. No, play on. Must have been a couple of grabs in that. Here's Forster for Ramblers. He's got a little bit of time, but Tyson Cross is the man he's picked out. Little redhead Tyson Cross. Damaging player, but he's kicked it into Bunga Fitz. Mistakes galore at this stage. Birkin snaps the ball. Smothered by Blacker. Forster again for Ramblers. Mopping up everything in the back line. Jim Holman out in front. Can't quite get the ball away. Well tackled by Isaac LeBrun, and the ball's out of bounds on the outer side. Throwing again on that outer side. Code and Holman. Well attacked by Skivvy Pilgrim, but he's collected the Tumby bloke a little bit high. Who's that getting up with the ball? Is that Josh Cave again? Yep. He's been in everything too for Tumby so far. Craig Curtis. Left foot kick. He's normal weight for Ramblers. First touch for him. Here goes Bunga Fitz. Beautiful kick again. Corey Fitz again for Ramblers. Skivvy Pilgrim's got about 10-20 metres here on the left forward pocket for Ramblers. Can he centre? Can he do the unselfish thing? Has a shot. No, he goes into Bruiser Pedler. Can't take the mark from behind. Sid Laurie battling well for Tumby. Bruiser's picked it up. No, there's a man back in the square. Tumby have been able to clear off the line again. And Josh Cave's come off for Tumby Bay too while all that's happening. He's collected a bit of a heavy knock before. And what's happened here? Ramblers have got a 50-metre penalty to Corey Fitz. Not sure quite what happened there, but it's been a little bit off the ball so far. Certainly an option now for a goal for Corey. Tumby slightly rattled in this first quarter. And a beautiful kick into the wind from Frosty. He's been in absolutely everything so far, and another goal for Ramblers. They take him to a 17-point lead.
Yeah, not really the start that Tumby would be hoping for, but sooner or later it was bound to happen that a team could find a few of their weaknesses, and Tumby Bay have made a few mistakes here at the start, but I'm sure they'll pick up. They'll work out what's going wrong and work something out. Stu Richardson came on for Josh Kay before. Both rucks go up there. James go for it. Ferret can't quite pick it up. Jim Holman in there, I think. Yeah, both excellent players for their sides. Going in for the ball there, but the umpire's going to take it. Ruck's working hard. Minard gets it out, gives it to Jefferson, however. Passes on to Ferret, kicks out of nowhere. Gives it to Stuart Richardson, but it's coming back. Free kick to Craig Curtis. No, it's a free kick to Stuart Richardson down the field. Looks for Jared Kemp in the forward lines. Good mark there by Kemp. He's taken some strong marks like that all year and been an important option up forward when Prime's not there. Yabby will have a shot for goal. Not straight out in front, but pretty close, but a pretty accurate kick. However, this time it could be bending around. It's pretty close. It's what the goal umpire says, a point. Brings Tumby's score to 8, Ramblers 24. Bound umpire brings it back in. Both rucks go up for it. Tumby get it out, gives it to Yabby Kemp again. Sammy Reid can't quite pick it up. Ricky Clark going in hard. Stuart Richardson can't quite get the ball. Minard, gets it out. Passes it onto another Ramblers bloke. Moves it forward quickly. Good mark there by Corey Fitzgerald. He's played well today. And onto Ben Deslands. Tackled hard by Daniel Lockwood. Whistle's blown, but nothing's happening. Strong mark there by Cody Pilgrim. Can't quite take it, however. Ball goes over the line, and we'll have a throw-in. Holman and Code go up again. Ramblers can't quite pick it up, and it's a free kick to Ramblers. Ben Deslands looks like the free kick's gone to him there for something that's happened under the pack. Corey Fitzgerald, sorry. I should have guessed it was going to be him. Sid Laurie can't quite get up there. Simon Pedler up as well. James Culliford gets it out, and Jim Holman has a snap at goal and can't quite get it. So first point there for the Ramblers side. It's now Ramblers 4-1, 25. Blues 1-2, 8.
Yeah, Ramblers certainly playing the conditions better at this stage. Forward line's functioning pretty well. Tumby know though, if they can get it up there, Primey will do the rest. So they've got to try and keep driving that ball through the midfield. The ball goes kick out from Tumby Bay, goes over the back. Shannon Minard racing after it. Going ahead of Damien Clark now. Tackled though. And the ball's out of bounds. That wind's just taking the ball very fast to those outer side. Most of the play's been on that side at this stage. Minard again in ruck. Beaten to it by Reid, I think it was. Ball comes out, Deslands to Blacker. Jefferson intercepts for Tumby. Well tackled again though. Thrown up quickly by umpire Howe. Minard again, tries to take it out of the ruck, then Bunga Fitz grabs it. Quick snap forward, and a relieving mark for Tumby Bay. Tommy Neindorf has got the ball for Tumby. He's kicked it long. Rooster Micken can't take the mark for Ramblers. Snap down to normal weight. Cody's grabbed it. Cutterford tackles him. Here comes Ferret. It's played the free kick to James Cutterford. Well tackled. The big man, Brian Code. Cutterford again. Drives it in. Kicks short. Desmans can't quite mark it. Ball comes out to Nermal. Jefferson's grabbed it again. He's been tackled by Goldie Holman. And the ball again will be bounced. Centre half forward flank. Just out of the centre square anyway for Ramblers. Minard and Code again. Birkin's got it. Can't get it free. Jefferson. Blacker stole it from him. Nadzi Harsma, he can't get through. And he's been pinned for holding the ball. They're quick on it today, the umpires. Oh, there's a scuffle on the half-forward flank for Tumby Bay. Thought it might have come a bit earlier than this, to be honest. But anyway, he's come out to the wing. Damien Clark's all on his own out here. And oh, Matty Forster, brilliant interception for Ramblers. Cody Pilgrim, can he get around? Brock Birkin, brilliant smother by Brock Birkin. Deslands again. Can he get it? Here comes Richardson for Tumby. Forster and Birkin go at it again. Clark on to Cross. Cross got the option of Yabby Kemp. Can't quite find him. Clawton again. Great defence by Brad Clawton. He's got it nearly to the line. Cross can't keep it in for Tumby. Left half forward flank for Tumby. Late in this first quarter. Ramblers lead by 17 points. Starting to get a bit heated out there now. Bunger away to Desi. Bunger's again got the run of the ball. And the siren has beaten Ramblers as they thrust forward again. So a pretty entertaining quarter. The crowd's getting their money's worth here, although the dust is starting to pour in now, so the wind's getting worse. Condition final. It's underway. Coe gets the tap this time for Tumby. Kicking with the wind in this second quarter. Bunger fits again for Ramblers.
Go with him.
Birkin's got it again for Tumby on this near side. Ooh, well smothered by Adam Harsma. Cutterford again for Ramblers. Straight down the centre. In comes Lockwood for Tumby. Away to Clark. Smothered kick again. In comes Michael Curtis. Haven't seen much of him so far. Goldie Holman in there for Ramblers. Gets the ball out. Corey Fitz. Beautiful kick forward. Sid Laurie in front though of AJ Crittenden. He's got the ball at the back now. Away we go. Tumby clear. Through Jacob Cave. Away to Tyson Cross. Running down that outer side. His kick goes out on the full. The wind again pushing the ball to the outer side. Tumby not quite playing to the conditions at this stage, although Tyson Micken's kick isn't the best either. Jim Holman, great attack on the footy for Ramblers. The ball out of bounds again. So Ramblers fairly chirpy at quarter time huddle. Tumby, probably no panic yet. They've got the wind in this second quarter. Butler again with the ball. Tiger Cabot, a great tackle. Bunger Fitz, through to Corey Fitz. Cutterford through the centre of the ground for Ramblers. Sees Ben Quigley on his own out in this far side wing. And Clark, brilliant interception for Tumby. Well tackled by a mob of Ramblers players. Adam Harsma, away to Skivvy Pilgrim. Pilgrim on this near side. Beautiful left foot kick when he wants to be. Jim Holman caught behind this time. Ben Quigley well rode but can't trap it. Ferret Curtis gets the ball away to brother Michael. He drives it forward. The dust again starting to sweep the field. Scotty Micken leads towards the ball for Ramblers, as does Matty Forster. Great attack on the footy by Forster. Looks for Cutterford. He's got a bit of a march on Birkin. Cutterford through the centre. Good contest again at centre half forward for Ramblers. Deslands can't get it. Tumby clear. Great attack by Tiger Cabot again for Ramblers. Set away to Bunger Fitz. Beautiful steadying kick to Scotty Blacker in the centre of the ground for Ramblers. He punts the ball forward. Deslands goes over his head. And looks like it'll run out of bounds again in the forward pocket for Ramblers.
So Ramblers still in their forward lines there, making good use of it. The dust is just spreading across the oval now. It's quite disgusting. Both rucks go up for it again. Can't quite see who got that out. Passed on by Daniel Lockwood. Wins picked it up again, and it's going to take the boundary line. No, not quite. Ramblers kick it forward, and it's over the line again there. So the players looking to make use of it again. Umpire throws it in. Cody taps it on in front of Paul Jefferson. Can't quite pick it up. It's tackled there. What's going to be the call? Looks like it's a free to Jefferson. Could have been a little bit high. Paul Jefferson looks for options forward. Primey's moved up out of his forward lines. He's come up to the centre of the field. There's two players in the Tumby Bay forward lines at the moment. Sammy Reid goes up for that ruck. Minard can't quite pick it up, and it's pushed over the boundary line again. So the ball seeing plenty of bit of time over there on that side of the field. Minard and Sammy Reid in the rucks again, but neither of them get it. Over the top there from Craig Curtis. Picked up by Rooster's got it, and Scott Black has gone for a bit of a run down the side of the oval there. And kicks it to Edna Clark, who is all by himself. Looks for options up the field. Kicks it long, looks for Prime. He's got two on him. Picked up by Josh Cave, he kicks it forward. And some of the Tumby Bay spectators aren't quite happy with the calls that are being made here, but I'm sure that they're even out. And Minard takes it in the field. He's got a different number to what he's got in the budget. It's confusing us here. Ricky Clark takes a mark in the middle of the field there. Bit of a scramble there from both sides in the sand pit out in the middle. Code Minard up again, both working hard. Tyson Cross picks it up, kicks it forward. No one's quite there. Tap forward by, if I get the right page, might know who I'm talking about. Matt Forster playing well in defence there for Ramblers. Good tackle by Josh Cave. Ramblers pick it up, Minard passes it on. Looks for options, but that's put over the boundary line again.
Free kick to Nermal Waite on the outer side for Ramblers. Punts the ball into centre half forward. Jimmy Holman in front. No, he gets outmarked. Well done by the Tumby defence. Michael Curtis, it looks like to me. Decides to go for a bit of a run. Looks for Brock Birkin. Making position over the back. That was a free kick to Tumby Bay. A little bit of holding off the play. Rooster Micken gives it away to Sammy Reid. Sammy Reid, long raking kick straight into the forward line, looking for Prime, but Forster reading the play very well so far for Ramblers. Marks a couple of metres in front of Prime. Big tractor gets to him now, but can't quite hang on to him. Play on by Ramblers. They're running the ball pretty well into this wind. Bunga Fitz, Minard, back to Bunga Fitz. Long kick again. Cody looks like he'll be in the road to this one. No, it goes over his head. Code again for Tumby Bay. Long handball to Jefferson. Quick kick forward. Forster again reads the ball well for Ramblers. Well chopped off. Goldie Holman gets the ball forward for Ramblers. Ben Deslands marks on the half-forward flank. Looks like Tyson Cross coming off for Tumby. Doing a lot of running so far. Tom Neindorf about to come back on. Birkin leads Harsman into the race, but Harsman traps the ball well. Can't give it to Pilgrim. Tumby clear it now, though. Good running on the outer side. Josh Cave goes for the ball. Can't be tackled by James Cutterford. Craig Curtis got the ball now for Tumby Bay. Prime in front, and he's got this mark this time. Clawton and Micken can't do anything about it. Big tractor Prime. Been a little bit quiet so far, but he hasn't had much supply. If he gets going, Tumby are going to be hard to stop. About 30 metres out. A little bit of an angle, but for this guy, former SRNFL great, should be no trouble. And straight through the centre, Chris Prime's first. It's taken him a while today, but Tumby are back in it now. 2-2-14, Ramblers 4-1-25, about 5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, it took Prime a little while to get his first goal on the board, but it's better now than never. And I think once he gets his first on the board, he'll have a few more in the bag by the end of the game. Minard and Code up for it again. Minard gets it on Scott Blacker. Takes on a few people. Good smother by Jacob Cave there. David Butler dives on the ball on Scott Blacker as well. Gives it on to Maggot, who gives it to Curtis. Gives it to Code, back onto Maggot. Kicks it forward, but it's James Cutterford takes the mark on the 50-metre line. Playing a good game. Cutterford kicks it forward. Can't quite see who's got it there. Ricky Clark has a go at it, but it goes over both their heads over the line again. Good to be a spectator over that side of the oval. They've seen a lot of it over there today. It's thrown back in. A few people go up for it. No one can quite pick it up just yet. Jim Holman can't quite hang on to it. Over the top of Scott Blacker's head, but he picks it up well. Daniel Lockwood tries to piggyback him almost. But it's a free kick to Scott Blacker for too high. Short little kick, but it's cut off by Craig Curtis. Picked up by Stu Richardson, back to Curtis. Through the middle, can't quite pick it up. And Ramblers move it forward again. Ben Quigley sees it over the line. Ramblers are making much better use of the balls on the ground. Tumby Bay can't quite pick it up just at the moment. Ball's thrown back in. Rucks up it down. Jefferson can't quite hang on to it, but picks it up again. Gets it onto Jacob Cave. He kicks it along down towards Cabot and Butler, two of the more veteran players on the field today. And good tackle there by Cabot, but Josh Cave is going to take the free kick. Looking for options, waiting for a few people to get down in their forward lines. Looks for Brian Code, but goes over his head, past Yabby onto Minard for Ramblers. And Tyson Micken gets it out for Ramblers out of the defence line there. Not really kicking to anyone, looking for Jim Holman, but it's gone over his head. Holman and James going up for the ruck. Gets it on to Daniel Lockwood. I think it's wrapped up there. No, it's not. It's Curtis. Tommy Bay get the ruck, but Scott Blacker picks it up once again. Kicks it forward. Looking for Andrew Cretton. Can't quite find him. Sid Laurie's there as well. Good pressure there by the Ramblers blokes. Looking for Simon Pedler. Takes a good mark. Good pressure there by Andrew Cretton to keep it from Tumby Bay from getting it out of the defence line. Cutterford's just coming off for a rest, and now young Adam Harsmer is onto the oval. Simon Pedler lines up on the far side of the oval. And he looks like he's kicked it. Good kick there by Simon Pedler. Tough with the win, but he's got it, which makes it 5-1, 41, 31, 2-2-14.
Definitely captain's goal there for Ramblers, or coach's goal from Bruiser Pedler. A little bit hampered by injury at the moment, the coach, but playing a key role for Ramblers down there in the forward line. Minard again against James. Gets the tap again, does James Minard. Binge Minard's now got the ball for Ramblers. Quick handball. Goldie Holman can't crap it. There she goes, second effort. Brendan Pittaway on the ground for Ramblers. Good kick forward. And there's a late kick. There's another scuffle. These two sides never too far away from controversy, but free kick looks like it's going to go downfield to AJ Cretton. A little bit late there from the Tumby player. Pittaway new on the ground. Important kick forward, and now AJ. Right behind him here. See the flags in the distance. So he's pretty well kicking with it. And he can't quite hold the line, so the ball goes through for a point. Ramblers up till then have been making the most of their opportunities. They now kick 5-2, lead Tumby 2-2. As you can see by the flags, the ball's still being drifted towards that outer side constantly. Bit of a difficult wind. Long kick by Sid Laurie. Looking for Craig Curtis, but Jim Holman spoils. Scott Black has got it. Quick left foot kick. AJ Cretton can't trap it. Cody Pilgrim gets flung to the ground. Great tackle by Tumby. Great defence. Ricky Clark away to Maggot Curtis. Steadies. Looks for brother Craig. Can't find him. Tiger goes for it. David Butler reads the ball well. Away to Nigel James. Short kick looking for Yabby Kemp. In front of Clawton. Well done by Clawton. James Minard. Very cool under pressure, this guy. Great kick to Bunga Fitz. James Minard playing a great game for Ramblers as usual. Nigel James. Shannon Minard. Great contest again. Looking for Maggot Curtis. Oh, he's taken Scotty Blacker high. A little bit of heat coming into this game now. Tumby getting a little bit frustrated. Butler's just about half thrown one at Tiger Cabot. It's all happening. Scotty Blacker, though, always plays the footy.
Sammy Reid, Sid Laurie, sorry, is in the fence line, picks it up. Maggot Curtis picks it up back to Laurie, looking for options. Not many Tummy blokes there. Gives it straight to a Ramblers bloke. Kicks it goal. It was Ben Deslands that had a crack at goal, but Tummy Bay get it out. Jacob Cave looking for options, kicks it forward. Sammy Reid's chasing it along with Tyson Micken. Good tussle between the two today. Sammy spins out of the tackle. Looks for options forward. And a good mark there by Josh Cave. Plays on quickly, looking for Ricky Clark. Paul Jefferson. And he passes it on to Prime. He's all by himself. Got a bit of time, but he's got to contend with the boundary line. Good tackle there by Matt Forster, and Primey has took a little bit too long there with the ball and has given it up. Matt Forster playing well in the defence line, keeping check of Primey. Kicks it forward, Wynn holds it up a bit. Almost marked by Scotty Blacker, but picked up by Kemp. Keeps moving it forward, passed on quickly. I think it was a bit of a throw there. Tom Neindorf looking for options, kicking forward. First kick of the game, looking for some options. Long kick forward, Wynn holds it up there. No one really has a go at it, but Code runs after it and it heads over the line. Umpires get it back in quickly. Josh Cave goes up against Minard. Not really near the ball there when he's diving on it. It's a bit scruffy at the moment. A few players letting out their frustrations against each other. Craig Curtis goes up for it. Primey gets the ball but can't quite take hold of it. Josh Cave again on the ground, playing well so far, but Ramblers get it out through Cody Pilgrim, I believe, kicked that forward.
Left half forward flank for Tumby Bay. So the ball will be thrown in again. And a lot of retrieving of the ball on that side of the ground today. Micken against James in the ruck. No one can grab it. Ball comes out. Jefferson now. Here's a chance for Tumby. Thumbles. Harsma on his heels. Oh, great tackle, Nadzi Harsma. And the ball goes out of bounds. Oh, he's paid the free kick. Tried a little bit too much then, Jefferson. Adam Harsma having a great year for Ramblers. Ball goes out of bounds now. Off the hands. A lot of play on that outer side. Minard and ruck. The ball, horrible throw in. Nadzi Harsma gets the tap down though. Clawton on his own at the back. Quick kick for Ramblers, but he's misjudged the wind. It's out on the full again. So Tumby will keep peppering the goals now. They're starting to get a little bit of a roll on. The wind mainly going across the field, but a slight advantage to this end that Tumby are kicking to in the second quarter. Quick kick again. Minard and Code will go at it. Blacker couldn't trap it for Ramblers. Now it comes out to Nadzi Harsma. Dodge weave. Gets it away to Nermal. He's got on. Scotty Blacker's got it in the end. Quick kick forward. Had to go straight over the back. Ricky Clark, good mark for Tumby in defence. He'll drive it forward again. Over the back of Jared Waite's head. Jared Kemp leads Nadzi Harsman to the line. It's over again. In that half-foot flank. Kempy and James Spider Minard again. Blacker nearly got the tap there. Pit away in there for Ramblers. Now Maggot Curtis has got it. They can't catch him. Gets it away. And the ball goes out of bounds again in front of Jock Blacker and Paul Jefferson. Fairly scrappy. Wind again strengthens. Not ideal conditions for footy, but it's been a pretty hotly contested game. Jared Waite gets the clearing kick for Ramblers. Corey Fitz has been everything. Couldn't trap that one. He's got it again now from Cousin Bunga. Gets it through as Frosty. On to Pitaway. He can't trap it. But out comes great defence by Jacob Cave again for Tumby. He's been in a lot of their defensive work so far. Out it comes now. Sammy Reed's free. Brock Birkin. Great running. Great link-up play. Primey in front again. Can't quite trap it. Scott Micken. Oh! Brings him to the ground. And a free kick. Will they pay advantage? Brock Birkin's gone in the open goal and he's kicked it. It was fairly good body work there by Chris Prime. Scott Micken really couldn't do much else but what he did, but he did pull him off the ball and Tumby get another one back, so they're back within 2 goals now. Cutterford back on the ground for Ramblers. And that to strengthen that back line up. Wind again picks up. Code against Spider Minard. Code gets this one this time. Maggot out to Jefferson. Tumby getting a run on now. Here's Rooster Micken. Can he hold it? Under all sorts of pressure, but a great defensive effort by Tyson Micken. Clears to the outer side again. Cody Pilgrim getting loose now. Started up forward, but it's working his way up the field. Goldie Holman. Oh, it's Corey Fitz has got the mark in front. And he's played on. David Butler's well tackled. And it's out of bounds. Throw in on the centre wing. Goldie Holman got the tap. Butler again there for Tumby. And the ball will be bounced again. Tapped down again by Code. Running onto it, Nigel James. He's got the run on this one. He's picked it up. Oh, he's given it away. Quick kick forward. It's Tyson Micken getting it for Ramblers. Well tackled. Holding the ball. Try to take him on. Tumby now. Chance to drive it in. Looking for Prime again. The ball's going to hold up this time. Primey nearly brought it down against 3 Magpie defenders. Cutterford now getting the run on the ball. Oh, against Sammy Reed. Oh, it's a big contest and it's going to go out of bounds this time. Kempy in front of Minard this time. Cutterford, well roved. Couldn't get a clean handball away. Forster again. Tiger Cabot. Brad Clawton. They're working well back there, the Ramblers defence. Cutterford again. Jared Waite this time. Quick kick forward. Again hugging that outer side boundary and Ricky Clark saving the day for Tumby again.
Ricky Clark kicks it forward looking for Nigel James. Can't quite take the mark. A few Ramblers blokes around him. Picks it up again. Tom Knight does the tackle and it's a free kick to Ramblers. Didn't quite have it there, I don't think. It's Tyson Micken once again kicks it forward onto Cody Pilgrim, I believe, in the red boots. And Sid Laurie holding well, but Simon Pillar can't quite take the mark, and Laurie can't keep his feet. Jacob Cave runs over it as well. Good pressure by the Tumby blokes, but Ramblers playing well. On to Sean Fitzgerald. Someone snap at goal. Can't quite get it. So Tumby need to use these opportunities to get out of the defence line and down to prime. Sid Laurie kicks it long. Looks for Tom Nidoff, can't quite take, goes over his head. Sammy Reid picks it up, goes for a bit of a run. Kicks it forward, not really to anyone, but there's Jeffo there. Picked up by Forster again, playing well on the defence line. Heads it over to Corey Fitzgerald, who sees it over the line. Jim and Cody go up for the ball. Doesn't quite have it there. Be a free kick to Cody. No. Jim holding the ball. Holman kicks it forward. No one can quite take the mark there. Good tackle by Jacob Cave. The umpire will have it. Can't quite tap down to anyone. And there's a free kick to Josh Cave. Not really sure that was for, but Tummy Bay have got it and looking for options up forward. Looks for Nigel James, can't quite get it to him. Jared Kemp's there to back him up. He's not there either. Brad Claughton sees it over the line. James kicks it forward, not the best of kicks. And Cabot's there but can't quite pick it up. Damien Clarksley moved to the forward lines. He can't pick it up either. Blacker kicks it forward again to Corey Fitzgerald. He's been in the play quite a lot. He moves it forward to Jim Holman. He can't quite, oh yes, he does take it. Moves it forward quickly. And good mark there by Cretton. He's playing well and taking the strong marks. Moves it forward quickly. Looking for Bruiser in the square, but he doesn't need him.
Third goal for AJ. Bit of a lucky one, that one. The wind swung it in. Well shepherded in the square by Bruiser. Bit of stagnant play before that, but Ramblers have got the break again. 3 goals lead. Closing in on half time. So that wind not becoming a major factor in which end is the scoring end. Ramblers certainly on top so far, but Tumby, as we all know, unbeaten in the last 2 years, certainly aren't done with yet. Once again, it'll be Minard and Code in the ruck. Beats them both this time. Minard got the kick out though. Goldie Holman in there. He's just got James a little bit over the shoulder. Free kick to Nigel James. As the half-time siren goes. And score at half-time. Ramblers on the way to causing a bit of an upset at this stage. 6-3-39, Tumby 3-2-20. Third quarter, the 2008 Grand Final. Ramblers surprisingly 19-point leaders over Tumby at this stage. Minard and James in the ruck. No one won it. Cody's in there this time for Tumby. Tackled again is Nigel James. The ball will be bounced again or thrown up in the middle of the ground. Ramblers have had most of the play in the first half. Curtis dragged to the ground. Minard dragged to the ground as well. So they're not going too far so far. 2 throw-ups and they haven't gone any more than about 3 or 4 metres to the far side. Scrappy play in this quarter probably will suit Tumby with the Ramblers with a slight use of wind in this quarter. Ramblers driving it forward. Interception by Corey Fitz. Bruiser's got the sit. He's been pushed out by Sid Laurie, but the ball's gone over the back and through for a point. Laurie plays on quickly and gets the ball out, but Nermal waits in the road. Is it going to make Jefferson? Great contest by the two, and looks like the ball's gone out of bounds. No free kick. No, it is going to be a free kick to Paul Jefferson. Taken a little bit without it by Jared Waite. Tumby Bay been struggling to penetrate the half-forward line so far. Only 3 goals in the first half. Probably the lowest scoring half in the last 2 years. Shocking kick by Jefferson, but it's read well by Butler off the hands. Long kick forward. Pit away ahead for Ramblers, but he can't trap it. Tumby with a run on now with Brock Birkin. Gets it away to Jared Kemp. Can he settle? He kicks it. And it's going to be a free kick to Sammy Reid. Tyson Micken. It was a pretty good contest for the footy. Reid just getting a little bit of an arm around the shoulder. Both players going 100% for the footy. It's good to see. Reid now with a chance from about 45 outs. Pretty well straight in front, with the wind will be the factor here. Bit of a studded run up. Does he bring it back? Is it touched on the line? Well done by Scotty Micken. Rushed through by Bunga Fitz. Point for Tumby. They get back within 19 points. Minard has marked the kick in on the outer side for Ramblers. Not overly blessed with options, but Forster's there. Scotty Blacker. Over the back, Goldie Holman. Now Clark for Tumby. Gets it along to Jefferson. He can't quite trap it. Runs around. Back to Brian Coe. Can he line up? Kemp and Clawton again. Great contest all day. Primey comes in. Snaps. And he's just missed. Chris Prime. Great roving off the pack for a big man. Brilliant ability in the air and on the ground, but unfortunately for Tumby, he's only managed a minor score. They're back within 18 points. 6-4 playing 3-4.
Ramblers kicking it back in. Looks for Minard out there, can't quite take it. Code's behind him. Picked up by Fitzgerald. Handball's on to Jim Holman. Chased down again onto Fitzgerald, kicks it forward. Looking for Cody Pilgrim over the top of the head of the Tumby bloke. And Cabot, I believe, him passed forward. And it's pushed over the line by Neindorf. Umpire gets it back in quickly as the dust blows over the oval again. Ricky Clark's there, taps it forward onto Brian Code, who gets it off quickly to Curtis. Has a bounce through the middle, looks for options forward. You can see David Butler, but kicks it straight to Forster.
Great first half from Eddie Forster.
Forster hits it forward, but can't really get to anyone. 2 Fitzgeralds out there on the far side, but neither of them can take the mark. Back in again, Holman and Code. No one really goes up for it, bounces short. And there's a free kick in there somewhere to Holman. Kicks it forward, looking for Pilgrim, goes over his head. Bit of a tussle there, Cutterford's at the bottom of the pack there, Josh Cave. Good tackle, both players playing well for their respective sides. Cutterford having a good game for Ramblers. Cody goes up against Holman again, taps it forward. The advantage of Jefferson, pushes it forward to his advantage, gets it on to James. Short pass to Sammy Reid, but the wind holds it up a bit. And David Butler comes through to steal it from everybody and kicks it forward, looking for Prime. He's got 2 on him, and he can't quite take the mark. It's brought to the ground. Bit of a scramble for it, and umpire's ball. Prime being held well today by the Ramblers defence. Minard taps it, not really anyone. Scotty Blacker can't quite take it. It's kicked forward. Minard has a swing in the air and free kick. Ramblers play the advantage. And young Daniel Lockwood takes the mark on the far side, but it's smothered by the Ramblers bloke and pushed over the line.
It's Great defensive pressure by James Cutterford there, smothering the ball. Cody's got the advantage of the hit out. He's got it again, down to Maggot. Birkin again, back to Maggot. He's going backwards at this stage. Good pressure by the Magpies midfield. Bunga Fitz, good contest with Ferret. Ferret gets the clearing kick. It's a bit of a mongrel. Tyson Micken clears for the Magpies. Jock Blacker's got it this time. Great use of the ball again by Scott Blacker. He's found Cody Pilgrim on a bit of space, but the ball's beaten him over the line. Left half forward for Ramblers, and a big punch away by Brian Code. Once again out of bounds in front of the Hales Mini Mart placard over there. Spent a fair bit of time over there today. Again, throw in a bit lopsided there with Cody getting the tap out. Again, the scrambling, Jock Blacker. Great work for Ramblers again. He's very good in the clinches. Once again, a ball up. Tumby slowing the play down pretty well at this stage. Kick out again. Sammy Reid in front. Tyson Micken right, wearing him like a glove again. Maggot again with the ball, and the ball is going to be bounced again or thrown up. Centre wing, out of side. Goldie got the tap. Now Birkin's swooping on it for Tumby Bay. Good handball. Jefferson's on his own, but what's happened here? Oh, they're going to pay advantage. No, they're not. Free kick to Tumby again. So looks like Brock Birkin. Kick, not a bad spot to kick it to. James in front, he's got it. Nigel James, key player for Tumby in this second half. They're going to get back into this. Mongrel kick forward. Matty Forster overruns it. Spider Minard picks up. Well done for a big man. Away to Rooster Micken. Can he clear it? He's found Nermal, but he couldn't quite trap it Nermal weight. Paul Jefferson again for Tumby. He'll drive it in. Shocking kick again with the wind starting to play havoc again. Bunga Fitz. Kicked it like a rugby union player there. Just found touch on the outer side. In fact, he's gone out in the full. Looking for code inboard, but well spoiled by Corey Fitz. Jefferson again swooping on it for Tumby. He's been in everything so far. Craig Curtis. He'll bomb it in long too. Primey again under it. 3 against him. Tiger Cabot read it well. He's got it away to Bunga. Bunga playing that loose man in defence, doing a treat for Ramblers so far in this third quarter. He's getting a lot of the ball. Again, Corey Fitz with the ball on the outer wing. Jim Holman presenting well all day. Bit of an up and under kick this time. Cody's best suited to that one, although it's out of bounds. The wind's taking it again.
Yeah, the wind is playing havoc with the ball here. A few mongrel kicks from some pretty top players, but wind is sweeping the dust across the oval and making it hard for all the players. Code kicks it forward, looking for options, and it's taken by Nigel James. Good mark there in the middle of everyone. Tumby need to present themselves. Kicks it forward straight to Fitzgerald. Gets it through the middle. No one really there. Maggot's by himself. He's got a few options. A few Tumby blokes around. No one's really presenting themselves though. Puts it forward to his advantage. Picks it up again. Still looking for options. Hand passes on to Tom Neindorf. Picks it up. Gets the kick away. Gets to Nigel James. Can't quite take the mark. Good pressure there from Minard. Players kick it forward. Jim Holman can't quite take the mark and dives for it, but taken over the line. One of the shortest blokes out there, Maggot, goes out for the ruck, but can't quite do much with it. Ball goes up again. Rucks go at it. Can't quite pick it up. Tom Neindorf kicks it forward. That goes to no one really. Matt Forster there again, handballs it out. Forster again, looking for options, sends it to the middle. Cut off by Tom Neindorf, picked up by Daniel Lockwood to Jefferson. Back to Brock Birkin, evades the tackle, pushes it forward. Rammers are there again. And it's a bit of a high hit there from Edna Clark, but he gets away with it. Ball's moved forward, David Butler and Cabot go for it again. Bit of a race to the boundary for it. Minard picks it up. Good hands there. Ramblers move it forward again. Brock Birkin looks for the pass. Can't quite pick it up. He does actually. Gets it on to Sammy Reid. Bit high over the head, and he's going to get the free kick, play the advantage. Overrun there by Jared Kemp, but Primey's there to soccer it through for a goal. Good work there by Brock Birkin to keep it in along the boundary. Could have quite easily pushed over and gone for the easy option, but he kept it in and shrugged off the tackle, and goal there to Prime. It's now Ramblers still ahead, but Tumby catching up.
A little bit of a fortunate goal there for Prime. Ball spilling over the back. Tumby back within 2 goals now, midway through this third quarter. Minard again, a brilliant tap out for Ramblers. Goldie Holman's got the ball. Can't quite get it away. Second effort. Again, the ball gets slodged in there. Now it's coming out to Bunger. Can he use it? AJ's on the lead. Can't quite take the chest mark. Well pressured by Jacob Cave. Now the ball's coming out the back again. Now Benny Deslands. Can he swoop on it? Can't pick it up. A lot of fumbling going on. Nermal Waite can't quite break the tackle. Sean Fitz can't pinpoint Cody Pilgrim. The ball's gone out of bounds again on the outer side. Intensity lifted certainly by Tumby in this third quarter now. Can they get the run on? Jock Blacker got the ball out. Pilgrim couldn't control it for Ramblers. Cody's got it. Well tackled by Jim Holman. Over the line again. Left forward pocket for Ramblers. They lead by 11 points.
He wasn't supposed to do it anyway. No one wanted him to do it anyway. He didn't pull out. He didn't get up.
Cody's got it from Curtis. Interesting combination down to Maggot.
Well, we didn't want him there.
He's looking for Birkin. Pittaway's trailing into the ball. Can Pittaway grab it? No, he bounces over his head. Binge Minard's got it from Ramblers. Bunger Fitz, smallest man on the field. All alone about the 50-metre mark. Can he pinpoint? No, he can't. Well intercepted by Daniel Lockwood. Ferret's got the ball for Tumby and he kicks it clear. Nigel James beats 2, then he beats 3. Away to Sammy Reid. Now the run for Tumby Bay. Long kick forward. It's going over the back. And another goal for Tumby Bay. They're getting a little bit of luck of the bounce at the moment. 2 fortunate goals in the last couple of minutes against the runner play, but they're back in it now. Back within a kick. And Ramblers' momentum starts to fade. Tumby will be hard to stop on their home ground here. The wind, a big factor in the game, but not really favouring either end at this stage now. Mainly going straight across the ground to the other side.
Yeah, an important goal there for Tumby. James in the ruck now. Minard gets it though. Maggot through the centre, gives it to Neindorf. Can't quite hang on to it. But good tackle there from the Tumby blokes. Umpire's ball. No one really goes up for it. They watch it come down. Isaac LeBrun kicks it forward, looking for Sammy Reid. No one really there. Bit of a race on between Brad Claughton and Jared Kemp and Tyson Micken and Sammy Reid, but no one can quite get it before it gets to the boundary line. Bit of a wayward throw in there, but the wind is picking that up. Ramblers get it again, clears it out. Scott Blacker through the middle, hand passes it on. Evades the tackle, kicks it forward. No one really there. Picked up by Holman's got it, looking for Bruiser, and he takes a good mark. In range here for goal. Looks like he might be kicking it.
Very important kick for him. He's going to be unselfish.
He finds.
Come back.
No, it's not going to count. Got it to Adam Harsma there, but it's got to come back. Wasn't quite set up. So he'll have a go himself here. If he does, it'll be a very important goal for Ramblers. Bringing them 2 goals up again. Goes to the side and through the points. Wind picking up a bit there. They could have used that one, Ramblers. So Tumby another chance to get it out of the defence and back down to theirs. A few people presenting themselves. Sid Laurie looking for options. Goes straight down the middle. Minard goes up against James. James rides over the top. Can't quite get it. It's still on the boundary line there. Hasn't gone over. Jefferson tries to spin it out. Good tackle there. Ramblers still again. Scott Blacker kicks it to the middle. Doesn't really go to anyone. Ferret's there to pick it up. Jefferson can't quite hang on to it. And it's a bit of an all-in brawl there in the middle. Cody takes it straight out from the throw-up, but gives it straight to Fitzgerald. Picked up by Josh Cave, who's had a great game for the Blues. He gets it out, looks for Nigel James, but looks to be out on the full.
Shannon Minard to take the free for Ramblers on the outer side. Corey Fitz a little bit disgusted with his efforts there. He had the chance. Couldn't quite finish the disposal off for Ramblers. They've had a few chances in this third quarter. On kick by Minard looking for Goldie Holman in front of Code. Well rowed by Jock Black and now Bunga Fitz. Is there a run now for chance for Cuddy? No, it's going to beat him out of bounds. Certainly tightened up the game in this third quarter. Ramblers 7 points up at this stage. Bunga well roved again but couldn't get a free kick. Brock Birkin clears for Tumby Bay, but it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Wind again, drifting the ball to the outer side. Jared Kemp's come off for Tumby, by the way. Both sides making sure that the bench is getting used well. It's quite a draining sort of day out there for the players. Long kick by Minard. Code had to sit but couldn't cope, but he's got it now. Good handball. Tommy Nineborg couldn't take it. Shannon Minard. Jefferson swooped on it now. Just gets a left foot kick away. James Minard. Dragged off it by Nigel James. Didn't really appear to have it, but they've played holding the ball. Two Jameses there, Spider and Nigel James. Having a good contest. Nigel James with a fortunate free kick, it seemed. Long kick in. Forster reading the ball well again. Can't quite grab it. A little bit of indecision there from the Ramblers defence, but Bunga Fitz has got it now. Long kick again out to that outer side, looking for cousin Corey. Frosty's got the ball over the top. Well intercepted though by the Tumby defence. Now they've got the run again. Jamesy again pops it in towards that half forward line, but his kick is slewed off the side of the boot. And is that out of bounds on the full or not? Looks like it, another free kick. So Brad Claughton take the freak, but tumble kick. Ferret Curtis, oh, well nudged off the ball by James Minard. Great body work by a big Spider. Once again, it's held up. Very fierce in the middle of the ground in this quarter. It's been some good contests. Great body use by some of the players. Premiership quarter so far being won by Tumby Bay. But with the wind now going virtually directly across the ground, the last quarter shouldn't have any advantage for either side. So it's going to be a very hard-fought contest to the end here. Now Maggot Curtis breaks through for Tumby. Looks for Prime. He's in the best spot, but the ball goes over the back. Scotty Micken can't get the fist on it. Rooster Micken tries to tidy up for Ramblers. His kick just finds touch and it's out of bounds. And 45 out from the Tumby goal on their right side. Another poor throw up. Neither ruckman could get a handle on it. Now Jock Blacker. Good in the clinches. Gets the ball out. Tapped away by Ramblers. Well played in the back line by Lockwood. Now to Tyson Cross. Can he use it? Once again, the ball sitting on top of Prime's head. The Rambler defence is doing well back there. Great defence by Matty Forster. Oh, he's been pinned for a leg. It was a great tackle. Just slipped a little bit low at the end in the last minute. Umpire, 50-50 decision, decided to award it to Tumby Bay. Very important kick for them now. Sammy Reid lining up pretty well directly in front, about 35 out. And he's dogged it. Tumby right back in it now. Just a point the difference. Ramblers 6-5-41, Tumby 6-4-40. Midway through the third quarter.
Nice kick there from Sammy Reid. Left foot. It brings Tumby to within 1 point. Good exciting game for the spectators. Similar situation last year out at Cummins, and Tumby Bay were about 100 points ahead at this time last year, so a good exciting game for the spectators. Jamesy goes up against Scotty Micken in the ruck, giving Minard a bit of a break. Minard's had a fantastic game all across the field. Needs a bit of a rest. Micken and James will go up for it again. Actually, Code and Micken. No one can really pick it up. Jefferson tries to get out the middle, but a good tackle there by the Ramblers. It was Micken there. He gets up a bit groggy there, but he'll power on. Jefferson. Scotty Blacker kicks it up, straight up in the air. Holman can't quite take the mark. Oh, he does actually. Bit of a controversy about how far the ball went there, but the mark has been paid to Jim Holman. He looks for options up forward. Goes for the long kick, looking for Ben Deslands. He can't quite take it. No one really going for it. Fitzgerald passes it on. Kicks it forward, looking for Adam Harsma. No, Cutterford.
James Cutterford.
A few players out there cramping up. Fitzgerald obviously had a fantastic game.
Bit of verbal from Ricky Clark.
50 metres there. Ricky Clark, coach won't be happy with that. Giving away almost straight in front of goals there. And almost a certain goal for Ramblers to put them back in front. Oh, they still are in front by 1, but they're put in front by a little bit more. The Ramblers, not quite an easy goal, turned into an easy goal there for a bit of a lip from one of the defenders. Brought it forward into the square, and an easy goal there for Ramblers. Puts Ramblers out to 7 points in front again, so Tumby going to have to work hard again to try and decrease that lead before the three-quarter time. Minard back in the ruck after his bit of a break. James goes up, Minard wins it, however, Maggot gets it through the centre. Evades a few tackles, has a bounce, looking for options up forward. Gets it to Brock Birkin, can't quite take the mark. He's going to take on Harsma. Harsma rattles him up. And he didn't quite have it there, so a free kick to Brock Birkin, who plays on quickly. Looking for options forward, and has got Stuart Richardson. Young up-and-coming player for the Blues. Played a good role behind Code in the ruck. And James, and also an option up forward. He's going to have a crack at goal. Comes off the boot nicely and straight through the middle. Good kick there by young Stuart Richardson to give the Blues a bit of confidence. Brings them back now to 2 points.
Another important goal for Tumby. Back within a kick again. Minard again against James. Gets the tap against Jock Blacker. Brilliant work. Well smothered by Cody. Cody making his presence felt in the centre square now. Not doing the ruck work, but still being a hard body around the centre of the ground. Along with Jock Blacker. Great contest for Ramblers and Tumby here. Jock again. Great tackle of Maggot Curtis. Didn't have prior opportunity, so it's another throw up. Cody gets to the front of that ball. This time Pilgrim couldn't get clear of it. Jefferson again, well tackled by Jock Blacker. Blackers have had at least 20 tackles so far today. Been brilliant in the centre for the Magpies. Great defensive pressure. Minard again gets it out. This time Maggot. Brilliant roving by Maggot Curtis. Now Ferret's got it. Can he use it? He's got some runners on the outer side. Lockwood again. Pumps it forward. Tiger Cabot's in the best spot. Can he judge it? Over the back, he's got the run on David Butler. Tackled by 2 Tumby players, and it's held up on the half-forward line for Tumby Bay. Late in this third quarter, Tumby have had the better of the premiership quarter so far. Pilgrim can't get to the ball. Tommy Neindorf's got it. Quick snapper in his body. Matty Forster can't grab it. Prime leads Mick into the race. Trapping the ball, Chris Prime. Great kick away by Prime. But it goes dribbling over the boundary line in the right forward pocket for Tumby. Very important for Magpies now that they hold Tumby out in the late stage of this third quarter and get some momentum back at 3-quarter time. Prime goes for it, can't quite get it. Crossy's got it. Can't get a break kick. Jefferson. Quick snap and another point. Brings the scores level late in the third quarter. What a game this is. Tumby have absolutely annihilated the Magpies 3 times this year, but this is a different Magpies outfit in the grand final. Ramblers known for their finals experience. Great kick out, but Brian Coates taking the mark. Tumby again to pepper the goals late in this third quarter. Code again, big kick. Looking for Sammy Reid. Well spoiled by Matty Forster. Butler's got it. Can he get rid of it? Great defensive pressure again by the Magpies. Throw in again in that forward pocket for Tumby Bay. Richardson got the tap out. And there's the siren. 3-quarter time. She's all set up for a brilliant last quarter in the 2008 grand final. Scores level 7-5, 47 apiece.
Right, heading into the last quarter, it's going to be an exciting one. It's 47-all. And I'm sure that both coaches had a few things to say about how they should be playing this last quarter. James and Minard both go up for the ruck. Bit of a scramble there in the middle, but umpire's ball again. Tumby have had a bit of a change around in the ruck, whereas Minard's taken the role for Ramblers most of the day. Code goes up this time. Maggot can't quite pick it up. Ben Deslands down the bottom there with one of the Tumby blokes. David Butler, best and fairest for the association in the B grade, but stepping up in the A grade this week. Maggot circles around a few people. Hausma can't quite take it. It's tripped over. Sammy Reid can't get it, but it's moved out by Tyson Micken. Cody Pilgrim is chasing it to the boundary. He's all by himself out there, and he's got a bit of time. Picks it up, looks for options, but a good smother there by Nigel James, who is then tackled by Cody Pilgrim and holding the ball. Thought he had a bit more time than what he actually had. Pilgrim kicks it forward, looking for options. Ricky Clark can't quite find some options, kicks it straight to the Ramblers. He moves it forward, looking for Simon Pedler. Good tap out there by Sid Laurie. Ramblers have got it again, gets it on to Cutterford again, has got it, can't quite get it out. Pedler, good tackle. Could have gone either way then, but the umpire is going to take it. Ball goes up, Rucks go up for it. Cutterford kicked off the side of the boot there, a bit of pressure from Brock Birkin. So James Cutterford kicks it out in the full. But he hasn't done too much wrong today, so I think his coach will forgive him for that.
Clearing kick for Tumby Bay. Looking for James, and he's taken the mark. Nigel James plays on, a little bit lazy, but he's found a man. Sammy Reid. Great pressure by the Magpies. Tyson Micken, Spider Minard, now Corey Fitz. Finally some ball on this side of the play. Corey Fitz has got cramp. Maggot Curtis played on from the mark. Well played by the experienced former league player. Tiger Cabot's been giving away nothing all day. Under pressure from David Butler, and he's got the high tackle. You see that pretty clearly. Chief, always first to the footy. Ever reliable defender for the Magpies. He's got an option in Bunga Fitz across the 50-litre arc. He'll come inside. They're going to use this near side. Jamesy against Corey Fitz. Great contest by Corey Fitz, but he may have hurt himself. Ferret pulled off the ball by Binge Minard. Well played. Cavey's put pressure on Binge, and it's come out of bounds. Near side here at the Tumby Bay Oval. Score's still dead level at the start of this last quarter. Minard, big tap out. Cody's got it now for the Tumby Bay side. Jefferson on his own a little bit. Can he get the ball free? Maggot Curtis in everything at the start of this quarter. He's got it over again to Jefferson. Can he pick it up in that sandy area? Good pressure, but it's a little bit too high by Matty Forster. A little bit over-exuberant there, mate. So Paul Jefferson. A better kick and a half from goal. He'll give Primey the best chance he can. Over the back. Great teamwork again by the Magpies defence. Rooster Mickens got it. Oh, he's played on, in trouble. Oh, Primey's going to take off here. And miss. Oh, they're going to play it back. Interesting decision by the umpire. He played the advantage and then he took it back. It's almost as much action on the side of the ground here as there is out in the field. Rooster Micken explaining to umpire Brett Howe that he disposed of the ball. David Butler's got the chance for Tumby. Butler has missed. Tumby take the lead though. Pretty well for the first time today.
Yep, I reckon it's the first time Tumby Bay has taken the lead this game. So a few opportunities there, but missed both by Prime and Butler. Kicked out there by Ramblers. Good mark by Blacker. Kicks it forward looking for Jim Holman, can't quite take the mark. And it's gone over the boundary line again, over on the far side. Boundary umpire gets it back in quickly, holds up for Holman and Code. Picked up by Brock Burke and quick hand pass on to Tommy Neindorf. Hands on to Ferret. Evades the tackle only just, kicks it forward. Looking for Jared Kemp. Good mark there by Yabster. Directing play a little bit there, but I think he might have a crack at goal. Yabby's got his own little cheer squad here. It's his 150th, I've just found out from his wife, so 150th for Jared Kemp. Now he's got to finish it off after all that support. Off the side of the boot, a little bit there, and it's a point. Ramblers try and get it out quickly, not really to anyone's advantage, however, but they'll throw it in. Out in the full. So Brock Birkin will take the mark there, take the kick there in front of Scotty Blacker. Moves it on quickly, but gets it on to Harsma, who evades Brock. Sells the dummy and gets it forward. Not the best of kicks, but a bit of a race between Jim Holman and Isaac LeBron. Bit of a fight there for it. No one can really take advantage, and umpire's ball. Rucks go up to no one's really advantage. Can't quite get it out there. Tumby going for it. Ferret's under there on the bottom of the pack somewhere. Good pressure by the Ramblers blokes to stop Tumby from getting it out. Rucks go for the tap again. Hand pass out, not to the best advantage. Josh Cave can't quite take it. Ramblers kick it forward, and a good mark there by Cretton. Looks to move it on quickly. Getting it in, Bruiser Pedler is in the square. Good mark there by Simon Pedler, who is pushed into the goal post by Sid Laurie. Straight out in front, this looks like a certain goal for Ramblers, which will put them in front again and give them a bit more confidence. Good coach's goal there from Simon Pedler, who got up after being taken out by the goalpost.
Very important for their momentum, the Ramblers side, to kick that one. Bruiser once again, leading from the front. AJ well positioned that time. Presenting well for the Ramblers side. Less than 15 minutes left in this season. Both sides, season's on the line, wanting this badly. And they're playing like it at the moment. Minard again will be in ruck against Nigel James. It's been a great contest between these two young fellas. Probably both have the best 2 leaps in the competition. Once again, they show it. Minard this time wins it. Goldie Holman out in front. Tack it on that sandy area again. This time Maggot Curtis. Been in everything this quarter. Now his brother Ferret. Can he use it? Bit of a wobbly kick. James again in it. This time he's got it to his advantage. Paso can't quite make the spoil for Ramblers. Kick into the forward pocket. Semi Reed and Tyson Micken. Great contest again. Out of bounds. Right forward pocket for Tumby Bay. Trailing by 4 points. Primey, can he get it? Jock Blacker steals it from him. Gets a kick away, unbelievably. David Butler. No, it's Paul Jefferson running towards the ball. Can he snap on that left foot? Centres it very cleverly. Plenty of players there for Tumby Bay. Now Butler, across. And it's a goal for Tumby Bay. Tommy Neindorf puts Tumby back in front. First goal for Tommy Neindorf. First goal for the year, as Brooke has alluded us to. So, Tumby still one back. Ramblers' momentum short-lived. Midway through the last quarter, Tumby back in front. 8-7-55, Ramblers 8-5-53.
Yeah, Tommy Neindorf playing in the back lines a lot of this season, out injured for quite a few weeks, and now has come through and kicked that goal to put Tumby Bay back in front. So swinging either way here, James and Minard, no one, both a bit of an air swing there from both players. But the Crummers pick it up, and it's picked up again by Tommy Neindorf. Quick hand pass off to Maggot, onto his brother Ferret. Kicks it to the boundary line, no one really there to pick it up, and it goes over the line. Umpire gets it back in quickly. Primey goes in for the ruck, gives it to Tommy Neindorf, can't quite hang on to it after the tackle. Maggot through the middle onto his brother Ferret. Gets onto Prime by himself. Gets straight in the main on the mark in Minard. Neindorf picks it up again, can't quite take it. Good tackle. That's not actually Neindorf, it is Maggot. So Maggot getting the free kick there. Could have probably gone either way. Looking for options now up forward. Kicks it long to the centre, looking for Jared Kemp possibly. Kicks it straight to Adam Harsma. Good young player, looks to play it on quickly. Brings the other side to Cody Pilgrim. Pilgrim by himself with the red boots. Looks for options, looks for Ben Deslands. Can't quite take the mark. Jim Holman picks it up, gets the hand pass off. James Cutterford's there again, taps it on to Ben Deslands. Looking there, Jacob Cave can't quite take the mark either, but Cody's there to back him up. Cody looks to centre it through the middle, looking for Stuart Richardson. Can't quite take the mark, but Scotty Blacker does through the middle. Gets it to Holman, he can't quite take the mark in the sand. Oh, Scott Blacker taken high by Jefferson. Don't think it was intentional, but sort of taken the free there for that high swing of the arm. Scott Blacker looking for options, gets it to Cutterford. He's had a fantastic game. Heads to his forward line, kicks it forward. Not really on line there, and no one really to take the mark for the Ramblers blokes.
Tumby have certainly lifted in this last quarter, none more than Michael Curtis, showing a lot of former league experience. He's getting a lot of centre clearances for Tumby in this quarter. The ball goes over the back. Corey Fitz hasn't had quite as much in the second half as he did in the first half, but still a damaging player for Ramblers. Poor throw in again. Jock Black has got it. He's certainly lifted for the Magpies in his last quarter, as he always does. Now Ferret. Can he control it? Well pressured by the Magpies. Ball comes out briefly. They're going to play it on. Yes, they are. Bunga Fitz. Nice kick. Ben Deslands has marked it. Cody Pilgrim's on in the middle of the ground. Can he mark it? Yes, he can. About 75 from goal. Skivvy Pilgrim. Tumble punt. No one can mark it. Bunga had the first chance, but it's rolled out of bounds in the right forward pocket for the Magpies in front of the coach, Bruiser Pedler. Pressure enormous now. Midway through this last quarter. Another poor throw in. Over the back goes Josh Cave. And the ball gets knocked over the wing boundary on the outer side. Scotty Micken's been great in defence today. Done a great job on track to prime. Primey gets it now, though. Never count him out, the big fella. Here comes David Butler. Well pursued by Andrew Cabot. It's been a great contest between those two hard nuts today. Both experienced, well professional players. Here comes Tyson Cross. Very elusive. Once again, he's got it. Well tackled by Spider Minard. Did he hang on too long? No. They played it on. Maggot Curtis. Put down by Scotty Micken. Kick didn't go anywhere in front of Daniel Parsons and Sammy Reid. Out of bounds, about 55 out from the Tumby goal. Nigel James had the tap. Could he find it himself? No, Scotty Black has got the toe poke in for Nermal Waite. He's kicked it looking forward for Jimmy Holman. Can't quite find Jim Holman. He's tried very hard today, Jim Holman. Presented well for Ramblers. The possession to him, though, hasn't quite been as good as it could be. Benny Desland's taken out of the ruck. Brilliant play by Desi. But he couldn't quite find the handball to Bunger. That wind's still playing havoc. It had been dropping for the first half of this quarter, but it's sprung up again now. Pretty well going straight towards the shore here at Tumby. Big tap out by AJ. Once again, it'll be another throw in.
Yeah, the wind's still not doing any favours for either sides here. Going straight through the middle. That boundary line's getting a good workout over that side. Both rucks go up for it again. Not really much in the throw-in. Ramblers try and get it out, but Tumby's pressure's tight. Josh Cave kicks it forward, looking for options, but Spider Minard is there again. He's knocked one of the Tumby blokes down. Can't quite see who it is at the moment, but brought over to the boundary line. It could be Nigel James there on the ground. But both of them actually, yeah, fantastic games from both, and James, he will get up if he could. Bit of a scruff in the middle there. Players diving on top of the ball. Everyone wanting it now that it's so close. I think the wind taken out of Jamesy there, but it was a fair knock from Minard. Ball's still the umpires there towards the middle. Neither side can take it out from the throw-ups. Stuart Richardson goes up against Scotty Micken. James is up again from the hit. Picks it up from the ground. Neither teams can get the pass out. There's a free kick going to Ramblers, to Cutterford. Once again, he's got the ball.
Probably his best game for the year, James Cutterford.
James Cutterford kicks it forward, looking for options. Good mark there by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald kicks it forward, looking for Simon Pedler, who's taken a great mark in front of goals. Another important one for Tumby Bay. For Ramblers, if they get this one. Not too important for Tumby Bay if they get it. The playing coach for the side has had a great day. Kicked a couple of goals and been a real leader. Nigel James seems to have got up from the clash with Minard before, so he looks like he's all right. Pedler has a kick goal, and he kicks the goal for Ramblers and puts them back in front.
That's certainly a coach's goal by Bruiser once again. Showing the experience there, playing in front, the ball dropping short in the wind. And I think that's his third goal. So the Magpies back in front, 9-5-59, Tumby 8-7-55. Anyone's game with about 10 minutes to go here. Tumby with the home crowd advantage have to be still favourites. But the Magpies, you can never count them out in the finals. Minard, Blacker, Cutterford in the centre there with Nermal against the two Curtis boys, Nigel James and Jefferson. What an all-star cast this is. James and Minard couldn't get it out. Maggot couldn't get the kick. Blacker, brilliant attack on the football by Scott Blacker. And the ball will be bounced again by Brett Howe, or thrown up. James, Cody. Ferret's got it. Scotty Blacker yet again. Brilliant tackle. Blackers' defensive pressure has to be worth a few goals to his side. Minard and Code. Even again. Skivvy Pilgrim's got that ball. He's got it out to the outer side. Brilliant work by Corey Fitz again. Did he get a high tackle? Yes, he did. And the ball is going to be played on quickly by Fitzgerald. Can Crittenden get that ball? No, he can't. Overrun it a little bit. Try to tap it on carefully. Now Bunga Fitz. Can he finish it? Not quite. Bit of a mongrel kick. Ricky Clark's got that one. He'll pump it straight back into the centre of the ground. The two big ruckmen again. Jock Blacker in there as usual. Now the ball run away by Jefferson. Tyson Cross under pressure from Nadsey, but he's got a free kick. Bad luck for Nadsey Harsman, but Tyson Cross has played on quick. Brock Birkin in the best position. He's got that ball. About 75 from goal. Nigel James running on well. Shannon Minard couldn't spoil Sammy Reid. Now it's Stuart Richardson. Kick to Kempy. Over the back. What's going to happen with that bounce? And it's gone through for a point. So another behind for the Double Blues. 8:56 the Tumby Bay side. Ramblers still in front by 3 points. Anyone's contest now. Kick out again. Well marked by the Magpies. Jimmy Holman. What a star this bloke is. The captain of the Magpies. Straight out towards the wing. AJ pushes Jacob Kay under the ball. Jacob Kay gets the free. Jefferson, great trap by Paul Jefferson. Once again, he's wrapped up. Daniel Parsons going a pretty good tackle there for the Magpies. He's only been on in this last quarter, Parso. It's good to see some fresh legs out there for both sides. Tyson Cross. He can't dispose of it. Ferret. Can he use the experience? He gets it away to brother Michael. Is he taken high? No, well tackled by the Magpies. On that sandy cricket area again. Skivvy Pilgrim will be last up with the ball. Another throw up. Been in there quite a bit today. Anyone's contest, Jock Blacker yet again. Ricky Clark's got the run on this ball. AJ trying to beat two. He's made a good contest of it. Bruiser comes in, lend a hand. Can he hold it up? Yes, he can. And they're gonna pay a ball up. Great pressure by Bruiser. AJ made a great contest as well. Tumby Bay hanging on for dear life now. They're 3 points down, the reigning premiers. Here's a chance for Nigel James. Now Ferret. Can he use it? He's found Brock Birkin. Was that a mark? No, Nadsey Harsmo. Great play by Nadsey. Oh, big tackle by Nigel James. James Cutterford taken down hard there. Be another throw up on this near side. We haven't had much play over this side today. The crowd really getting into this game now as Nirmal can't get three. Now Nirmal does get three. Great play by Jared Waite. Kicks it forward. Over the back of AJ. Now Bruiser. What can he do from the boundary line? Quick, unselfish play back. Here's Corey Fitz. Can he kick it? He's got it! He's got it! The Maggies go 9 points up. Midway through this last quarter. Could that be a telling goal? Brilliant contested play on this near side wing. Nirmal Waite got the important clearance.
Yeah, that goal puts the Magpies up at 9 points now. Tumby Bay really have to dig deep now to fight back. It's been an upset in the A-grade netball. Could it possibly be an upset in the A-grade footy? James and Minard both go up for it. Two good players. Maggot tries to get it, loses his feet. Michael Curtis has been strong for his side today, especially in this last quarter. He's been in everything, got his hands to a lot of stuff. James brought down there. No, it's not James. It's Ferret, the other Curtis brother. Ball goes straight up again. Code gets the tap out onto Tyson Cross. He can't quite pick it up there. And Jim Holman is, nope, he's right. Both rucks go up in the sand. Neither can get it. Tumby Bay move it forward quickly. Good strong mark by Stuart Richardson. Tumby Bay will want to get it down there quickly before the time runs out. Looks for Sammy Reid. Can't quite take it, and a mark is taken by Tyson Micken, who's had a great defensive game today. Kicks it towards the boundary line. And probably the best option there for Ramblers at the moment. Being thrown in front of us here. Ball thrown in by the Cody. Good tap on to James. Can't quite take it. Good tackle there by Ramblers. Jefferson, Cutterford, another good tackle. Puts the pressure on. And it's going to be a free to Jefferson, I believe, for a bit of a late tackle after the kick. Down the field to Sammy Reid. And Sammy Reid's kicked a couple today. Important kick for the Blues. If he can get this, they'll be back within 2 points. No, the wind's picked it up and it's pulled it through for a point, so not good for Tumby Bay there. It's brought them a little bit closer, but not close enough. Can't be too much time left in the quarter, and Tumby Bay will want to keep it in their forward lines for as long as they can. Kick out by the Ramblers defence, nice long. Yeah, we can't quite pick it up and it goes over the boundary line.
Must be into time on now in this last quarter. Magpies 8 points in front. Still anyone's game. Tumby, Cody's got the tap down. The reigning premiers never done with yet. They've got the ball in their forward line. Butler being headed the ball again by Tiger Cabot. This time it's gone over the line in that forward line for Tumby Bay. They need a goal quickly. Anyone's ball in there. Can they lock it up, Magpies? No, they can't. Tumby have got the ball now through Tyson Cross. Can he be... Oh, he's well tackled. The Magpies defence holding firm. Another free kick. The tackling today of Ramblers has certainly brought them up to the Tumby level. I think it's been the major improvement in their 3 other meetings this year. Bunga Fitz goes to that outer side. Cody Pilgrim, easy taking the mark. Well done in the pack by Cody Pilgrim. Can he use it now? Will he stay on that outer side where the wind has been favouring the ball all day? Jim Holman, brilliant mark by the skipper. Will he hold the ball up now? Flag still blustery towards that side. Jim Holman up and under. Desi goes for a big one and interferes. Probably not the team effort there by Desi, but still. Got to be in it to win it. Relieving chance now for Tumby Bay. They'll need to move it quickly down that outer side. And Brian Code once again marks it. Bunga Fitz, saving mark from the Brian Code kick. Is he going to hold the ball up or is he going to keep trying to attack for Ramblers? Another goal probably would steal it at this stage. Sean Fitz, nice kick. Who's playing in front? At the back. No chance of an easy kick for Daniel Lockwood. Well pressured again by the Magpies. And there'll be another ball up on that outer side. Still the Irons game. What's happened here? Another ball up. Really starting to tighten that ball up on that outer wing, the Magpies. They have an 8-point lead at this stage. Anyone's ball here. Here's a chance for Sammy Reid. He's got it through the middle. What's happened now? It's on that centre. Yeah, the Magpies have caused the biggest upset in many a year. You little beauty! Ramblers, 10-5-65, defeat Tumby Bay for the first time in 2 years, 8-9-57 in front of parochial Tumby Bay crowd. What a game today. Commiserations to Tumby Bay. They fought it.
win. How did you feel?
Oh, unbelievable. They've been the pace setter for the last 2 years, and we know we've had a good hit out the last couple of finals leading this game, and we knew that if we could come out today and play our best footy, that we'd be a real chance today. And as the scoreboard shows, our guys played 4 good quarters of footy, and thoroughly deserved win by the lads.
In the season, did you expect it?
Early in the year we had a lot of trouble with injuries, and we never really had a full team together until late in the last round and come final. So once we had our fit, our best 21 on the park, I really did think that we could match them one-on-one, and credit goes to all these guys behind me. Awesome.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my parents and all my teammates.
And I think he was pretty tough there that Monday night, a fortnight ago.
You deserved your win, so well done, boys. To the Tumby boys, thanks for the year. Unfortunately today we didn't have what we needed.
Number 2, Corey Fitzgerald. Number 3, Ben Quigley. Number 4, Vice Captain Sean Fitzgerald. With Sean, we had I got a few blokes to help me out, but it all come down to me in the end, and he gives me more beer than anybody else, so I'm going to give Sean the best on ground. Number 5, our captain, Jim Holman. Number 6, our coach, Simon Pedler. Number 8, Dan Parsons. Number 9, Cody Pilgrim.
Hang around, Simon.
Number 12, Scott Micken. Number 13, Jared Wade. Number 14, Andrew Crittenden. Number 16, Shannon Minard. Number 17, James Minard. The Chief, playing his 301st game, Andrew Cumming. 19, Tyson Micken. 24, Brad Corden. 25, Brendan Bittaway. Number 37, Ben Desland.
Sorry, handle that.
39, John Racker. 43, Adam Harsman. Number 45, Matty Forster. Thanks, Tom.
How many have we got left?
Runner, Mark Richardson.
And a very well organised team manager, Mr. Tony Head.
Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and